So one important thing to note on this project is this was a second generation space, right? So it was a previous use. We came in, did a lot of demolition, found a lot of interesting things during demolition, which caused us to have to pivot and work really closely with the design team and the ownership team to find some solutions quickly so that we could keep the project on pace. But as we walk around, you're gonna see a lot of interesting finishes, which we'll highlight. But you know, the other thing too, this is a small space and there was a lot going on. And so again, collaboration, communication, working with the design team, Michael Shue, and the ownership group was critical on almost a daily basis to keep this thing on track.
So part of the problem solving that we got to work through is when we run into delays. As an example, we're here in what's going to be the VIP lounge for our Mama Betty's project. Some of our mechanical units, as you can see, are still missing here. We were expecting to get them about 2 weeks ago, and we're still in about a 2-week delay from this point. So in the meantime, I'm held up on some partial inspections. I have partial rough-ins, partial mechanical inspections that have gotten done, but I can't fully close this out. So in the meantime, again, our focus is going to shift. We're going to work on what we can. Again, we can partial this area in one area in the kitchen. We're going to work through that and get everything else done.
We're here at Brew in Manor, and we did have kind of a snag about 10 days ago. As we were getting our final inspections, the city came in and did not like our electrical panels. Now, as you may know, if you've watched a lot of these builds, these are modular buildings that are built off-site. They're actually built in Fayetteville, Arkansas. They're shipped to the site. We put them together, put them on the foundation. But part of the modular build is the electrical panels are pre-installed. The breakers are pre-installed, everything's pre-wired. This one in particular though, the city did not like the type of breakers that we had in the breaker panel, which could have been a huge delay, but luckily our electrician was able to pivot. We found the correct breakers, we came in overnight, we replaced all the breakers, we got the inspection the next day, and we're back on track. You know, as you're gonna see, we're towards the end of the project. Now, we had a little bit of a delay with getting power turned on, that's another story, but the good news is what that's allowing us to do is to really go through and fine tune every unit. What we're gonna show you is most units are about 95% complete. We're doing all the little fine tune stuff that normally would be a rush to the end. But since we've got some delays with the power, we've got a lot of time to focus on really making this tight, really focusing on the craftsmanship, making it so that we're super proud of turning this over to the client and that the client's gonna be proud of the product that's delivered.